Moonlight in Vermont is a jazz standard. Each stanza of the song is a haiku. Yes. Pennies in a stream, falling leaves a sycamore, moonlight in Vermont. It's 5/7/5. I think that's amazing. And I'm sure the guys who wrote it they knew that when they wrote it. They were specifically like setting a haiku to music.
So
you have a date?
We met, I think, 27 years ago.
Okay, you better than I am.
I think it was 27 years ago, and you came to me with your computer files.
Right.
And
a recording project for my opera Lola, based on the life of Lola Montez. and I got here with my computer from home, and
your ancient computer
from home, and we set it up, and it had everything ready to go. Turned the computer on, and it would not start. It wouldn't start, and I kept going. He's going, "What's all right?" And I said, "No, it isn't. We've got all these people arriving, and the thing won't start." Finally, like literally 15 minutes before we were going to get everybody recorded, it worked, and we had to lay that down on the tape first.
Yeah.
Before we do it.
So after we did the piecemeal recording, where you were bringing in your files and we were recording just the voices over it for your opera, you went to UMBC and recorded with their engineers there, and you did a full studio recording. Mm-hmm. And then I believe after that, you came here.
Yeah, came here.
That's when we kind of expanded into the full orchestral thing in this studio.
I know one of the tunes we did was How Deep Is the Ocean on that recording session.
But then we graduated into recording in churches.
That's right.
So we've been to, I think, every church you've belonged to.
Just about. No, actually, that's true.
Yeah.
I think that is true, yeah.
So we've recorded in all of your churches.
It was a space that looks good. That was one of the ideas, as opposed to being in a recording studio. So you have this nice visual going on, and the churches all sounded good too.
Yeah, the churches sounded great.
So that was a plus.
Yeah, I personally love the fact that they were actually somewhere that you were familiar with, and they were actually a part of your life.
Yeah.
And that we were recording your music in a place that was a part of your life. Well, when you're in a studio, you have as long as you want. You could have an entire day to set up, but when you're in a scenario of the church, you have about 2 hours to set up for an entire orchestra, and you have no idea what you're going to run into. You're going to have power problems. You're going to have grounding problems. You're going to have alarms chirping in the background. You're going to have AC issues. When the AC turns on, it sounds like the Death Star is rolling through. So you have all these extra challenges that you have to deal with. In the church, it gives you a little more space, so you can actually mic from further away. You can set up what is called a decatry setup, and you can actually put the microphones 12 feet in the air and do a setup that captures the orchestra in a more pleasing way, in a more natural way. And then you actually go through and put a spot microphone on every single section in the orchestra. So that's how you blend it to get the sound that you want. But the natural reverb of the church is what you're really looking for, because that just sounds gorgeous. There's nothing that can replace the natural reverberation of an orchestra inside of a church. It's pretty amazing.
Okay.
So the typical day goes, we come in at, I think, 7 a.m. and just start setting things up, doors open, load everything in. Basically, we have 2 hours to get everything set up and sound checked before the orchestra arrives, and then the orchestra has about a half hour to practice the first song. And then it's off to the races from there. We do maybe 4 or 5 takes of the first song and maybe 4 or 5 takes of the second song, and then we're done. So it's like a speed recording. You have to be perfect. There's no chance for screwing up. Mm-hmm. And you have 20 people sitting there staring at you.
Yeah, that's true.
Waiting for you to get everything done. So yeah, there's no room for error.
Yeah. And mentioning the musicians, I'll tell you, we have a group of musicians.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Who have been consistently throughout the years doing this, and not only doing it, but wanting to do it. I mean, I think basically lining up, saying, when's the next session going to be? And I think that's great. I mean, I makes me feel good. It makes the session work so much easier.
Well, I think that goes to you and Tim and the way you guys organize these and set these up. I mean, it's fun. These recordings are fun. They're
fun.
A joy.
Yeah,
if they were anything but that, I wouldn't want to do it. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of stress, but it is so much fun. Why not? Why wouldn't we want to do it?
Okay, it's true. That's it.